Hi everybody, welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be a reading for my air signs. I had to go look over and see what I had up next. So this is going to be for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and I'm focusing on energies in and around you for the week of July 4th through the 10th. With that being said, keep in mind that timing and energy is fluid. Not every reading is going to be for you, so take what resonates and leave behind the rest. And let's see what kind of energies are going to be around my air signs this week. What messages need to come through for my air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We'll get one more out here and we'll talk about these energies. Breathe is the last card out. All right, so we got chaos and conflict. We have yang, which is that masculine principle, magician energy, the need to take action, and then breathe. So I feel be prepared because change is definitely on the horizon. There's definitely going to be a change in the wind, perhaps a change in your home life, change in your job, a change in relationships. But there's definitely a need for balance. There's definitely a need for some integration to take place. And I do feel be prepared for some chaotic and conflicting energies, perhaps an argument. But whatever is going on is going to really get you into the energy of taking some action. If you have been stuck recently, air signs, I think you're going to have to take some desired action forward. And I think you're going to need a timeout after all of this chaos before really going forward. I think you're kind of being pushed to make changes, and perhaps you have been delaying that. So I feel like this universal shove kind of coming this week to kind of get you to take some action. All right, air signs. Let's see what other energies need to come through with the tarot. What other energies are in and around Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the week ahead? What do my air signs need to know? Eight of Cups. I think you have kind of been feeling this pull to leave something behind for quite some time, to take action, to walk away from something. And I feel this is the week where fate is telling you the time is now. The wheel of fate, the wheel of destiny is saying it's time for change. Whether it's going to cause you pain or not, it's definitely going to be positive movement forward. The wheel of fortune is definitely trying to get you to take action in a new direction. We have the 10 of Wands, so I think you've been carrying some heavy burdens. The Fool, it's really time to start something brand new here, air signs. I think it's time to take that leap of faith, to walk away from the past, any regrets, anything that isn't bringing you emotional satisfaction or emotional fulfillment. It's time to walk away from that. I think it's really been holding you back. I think you've been carrying a lot of burdens on your back for quite some time. I think you've been overdoing it, overgiving. And I think you're feeling really depleted, air signs. And I think it's time for you to take a leap of faith in a new direction. So let's see. What is this leap of faith all about? 9 of Cups. I think everything you've ever wished for is on the other side of this fear, on the other side of this chaos and conflict. I think this is going to be wish fulfillment, and through all endings come new beginnings. But I feel massive changes on the horizon for my air signs. 9 of Wands. So we have a couple of nines here. So you are closing out a major karmic cycle. I think you're learning some very powerful life lessons this week, air signs. And I think it's time for you to release the burdens. I think you've been deeply wounded. You're at rock bottom in your energy, and I feel you just can't keep going on the way you've been going on. The universe is saying it's time for change. It's time to put down the burdens of the past, to take that last one and find the strength that you have to go into a brand new beginning, to start a brand new creative project even. Wands are creative aspects. So I think, wow, 6 of Wands, you're definitely going to have victory and success here. So I think you're really encouraged to go through any conflicts with ease and grace, and breathe and just trust in the process, because I see all kinds of victory and success. I think after perhaps quite a long period of grieving. I think maybe you've been in a chaotic situation for quite some time, And it's time for you to kind of just have that victory and walk away. I think the victory lies in walking away. Yeah. I think there's been a lot of secrets wherever you are at. I think there's some foxes in the den. And I think you've been sitting at this crossroads, afraid to take action, afraid to, you know, see what else is out there for fear of not knowing what's next. But I see a lot of good things are coming here, air signs. I think, you know, it's time to sneak away from that old life. It's time to leave the past betrayals in the past, to put down the burdens. And if there have been secrets and lying and deceiving here, stealing even, perhaps somebody's been stealing your energy, and it's time to break free from that. It's time to kind of call back your power. Wow, the King of Cups. So you very well could be dealing with a water sign, air signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I do see Aries here. I feel strong Aries with the yang. But I think it's time to kind of get in check with your emotions. I think it's time to, you know, put everything out on the table. I think you've been in a self-imposed prison for quite some time. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I think it's time to take the blindfold off. And eights is that energy of what goes around comes around. It's like break the chains of the everlasting loop of creating chaos and conflict. Close out that cycle. I think you're in this hanged man position. I think maybe you've been losing some money wherever you're at. It's definitely been costing you. And I think, you know, a new perspective is needed. I think you're really working hard at breaking free from this conformity that has really kept you stuck in unhealthy patterns, in, you know, unemotionally satisfying situations. And I think, you know, when you break free and lay down the burdens, perhaps you have this emotionally available masculine there really waiting to communicate with you. We have the Eight of Wands and now the King of Swords. So I do feel the need to take decisive action. The King of Swords, you know, is very authoritative, decides what he wants, acts on those decisions, and I feel there's going to be some communication here. Wands are all about passion, so I feel, and yang energy, that's like the male principle of really finding that spark again. So maybe somebody you're dealing with has been down and out, needing to walk away from an unhealthy situation. I think the fates are kind of pushing this energy to close out at this time. And it's time to kind of be willing to be open, I think. Be willing to communicate. And let's see. So if you are dealing with an Aries, if Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is dealing with an Aries, we have the Emperor, which is Aries, with the Queen of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Two of Wands. So I think somebody's been in a commitment, trapped in a commitment, with somebody purely for financial reasons. So I think it's this crossroads energy. It's decision time. Am I going to walk away, or am I going to stay in this conflicting and chaotic energy simply for society standards, for fear of what people might say if I walk away from this? Because I don't feel an equal give and take here. They're not even looking at each other. I think there's a lot of unhappy energy if you're dealing with an Aries, if they're in a third-party energy. And I think decisions will be made this week. I think the fates are pushing this forward. If you are dealing with another air sign, we have the Ten of Cups, Justice, and the Fool. If you are dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius air signs, I do feel justice is being served. Tens are also ending. So this very well could be somebody really deciding to speak some truth and end a home life, end a committed partnership, and take that leap of faith and go forward. I think there's going to be a lot of balance restored. I think justice is stepping in, and it's like the karmic scales are balancing out. And I feel somebody is getting ready to speak and to act on what it is that they are saying. If you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, if you are dealing with a water sign, Seven of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Nine of Swords. All right, if you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio air signs, I think somebody's been on the defense for quite some time. I think somebody's been thinking a lot about coming forward and what stability and loyalty means. If there was any emotional manipulation in the past, air signs, I think somebody's done a lot of thinking up in their head. I think they've been going around in a loop of anxiety, sleepless nights, stressing about what it is they're going to say when they finally do come forward. I think walls have been up for quite some time. But I do feel, be prepared to receive a message. Be prepared for somebody to reach out. And that's kind of all that I see here for signs that I would really look into. So let's get a couple of oracle cards for you guys, okay? And we'll get a romance angel card for Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And we'll see what other energies need to come out. But I'm definitely feeling like a need for you to take a step back, take a breather. All right, Libra, love yourself first. I think the more you choose self-love and self-respect, that is definitely going to radiate your attractiveness to a romantic partner. And we do have make the effort. So great love is always worth taking the steps you're guided to take, Libra, but there is a need for self-care and self-love this week. Okay. Let's see, Gemini. Religious factors, flirt, past life relationship. I think perhaps, Gemini, you are going through a separation in a commitment that's no longer working, taking the leap of faith. I think you might be embarking on a new spiritual path, a spiritual connection coming in. And I feel it is going to be a past life connection. And I think once this cycle closes, Gemini, you're really encouraged to flirt and extend that lighthearted energy to this past life soulmate. And you definitely have known each other before. So I think be prepared for a change in the wind. I think there's chaos and conflict in an unhealthy partnership, and somebody's getting ready to take action to head right towards you, or take that how that resonates. I could also be talking directly to a cross watcher, so that needed to come through for a reason. But I feel this beautiful, passionate connection. So be prepared, Gemini. All right, Aquarius, what else needs to come through for my Aquarius, please, for the week ahead? Forgiving and learning, worth waiting for. This could be the one. Perhaps there was a lot of lessons needing to be learned about forgiveness. Perhaps this is an opportunity for forgiveness. Perhaps you've been waiting a very long time for this person to take action, for this change to happen. And I do feel divine timing is definitely at play in your life this week. And I do believe perhaps this is a soulmate connection that could definitely be the one. And it does say that you have already met the romantic partner that you seek. So I do think you know who this is. And I think maybe you've been waiting a very long time for this truth, or for somebody to come forward. But I do feel the opportunity for forgiveness here to balance the scales, and perhaps even have that brand new clean slate and take that fool's journey with a clean slate. So that's what I have for my air signs for the week ahead. Don't forget to check out the box below. You will find my email contact information if you would like to reach out to book a personal reading. And don't forget to check out my Facebook business page. You'll find the link there as well. I post all kinds of other content over on Facebook if you'd like to check that out. So that's what I have for my air signs. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you.